Dogs, undistinguishably in mire. Horses, scarcely better, splashed to their very blinkers. Foot passengers, jostling one another's umbrellas in a general infection of ill temper and losing their foothold at street corners, where tens of thousands of other foot passengers have been slipping and sliding since the day broke, if this day ever broke, adding new deposits to the crust upon crust of mud, sticking at those points tenaciously to the pavement, and accumulating a compound interest. This is the best novel Charles Dickens ever wrote? I don't know about that. Hello, everyone. I am Knee High Caliber. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Knee High Caliber Plays Starfield. And if you don't recognize where we are, that's because it didn't exist in the last episode here with Carol. This is the Zamka Mine A, which we've completed after a few weeks, well, more like a month and a half of work. It took a lot to build this place and finally get it up and running, but I feel like it's ready to ship materials out. We'll take a quick tour of it, and I'll just show you what we have here. So we don't need a vehicle. So we'll go to external view here. We have the small outpost building. This is comprised of an operations center with a workbench and all that. Well, we'll go inside and show that. Here we have the living quarters, accommodations for at least 2 people. We only have 1 employee here at the moment, but I'm trying to hire a security specialist to help guard this place, so we'll get them going eventually. It's a little Spartan, but it gets the job done. Very light kitchen. I still have to add a cooler or some kind of appliance to store food. Over here we have the operations center. This will run all the derricks and equipment for mining. We have a workbench, storage containers. We have our executive desk or supervisor's desk. Coffee, water, tea, anything you want. That's all good and said. We also have the rest of the facility. We have tons of power. We've upgraded our power capabilities now. We have these solar domes that we can add to the solar array complex. This gives us a decent 8 power, so double that of the solar arrays. We have defenses. I don't know why they keep moving. It's so annoying. This is like one of the worst glitches in the game. So there's a turret that's now stuck in a rock. That's good. That one didn't move. That one's still there, but that one is stuck in a rock. Good. That's what we want. Great. Okay. So in addition to that, we have our extractors, commercial grade. They are pulling copper out of the ground and sending it to these 2 storage containers, which ultimately go to this cargo link. I do not have a link established on Jemison yet, but we have the 4 extractors, we have a base, we have a scan booster in case we want to explore the local area, a few service vehicles around here, all the good stuff that we need, and defenses, which are probably going to disappear because for some reason the turrets love to just walk around and change their location. I've seen it where they straight up just go out of bounds. Don't ask me why, but it seems like one of these is going to be doing that, so we'll see how far it goes. But yeah, that's the base. And yeah, we have
Need a hand with something.
Simeon Bankowski here. We met him on Jemison. He's going to be running the operations here at this mine, at least until we find somebody better. but he was the most qualified person we could find to run this facility. We'll probably also bring on some robots just to help with the extraction process. I think I actually learned how to use robots in doing this. Right, okay. So engineering robots will help produce manufactured items. Logistics robots will help procure resources. So we have that. So we may have to change what robots we have back at our headquarters building. We probably have a few that aren't doing anything of use at least. But yeah, I'm also going to drop some supplies off here because I am... Well, I thought I was overloaded. Oh, I am overloaded. Well, then there it is. I'm going to drop some supplies off here. This container's full. I think we have a warehouse. If not, I can build one. Let's hop in our spacesuit here. So yeah, today we're going to... I was going to show more of the construction of this, but I figured it got a little tedious while I was filming it, so I said screw it. It's also the reason why I've been skipping around with Starfield. We got our SMT logo there. This is also called SMT Co. The warehouse, yes. We can transfer things to the warehouse. We will put those in there. I think that's now full. Okay, good. That's great. All right. Okay, so anyway, we have our first mine, and we need to build a corresponding mine receiving post over at our headquarters. Finally get our company in operation. So let's hop in our buggy, and we'll drive back to our ship, and we'll take it from there. Just
We'll be lucky if we pull anything organic off this rock.
Oh, we won't. I'm not even concerned about that, Sarah. What I am concerned about is the copper. And I'm thinking the next mine is either going to be a gold mine or a platinum mine. One of those. Don't kick it into oblivion, please. Alright. Let's get up into the ship. Okay. Are you in the Zen room again? No. Okay. He's not in the Zen room. Oh, we also got a navigation console installed here. I figure if this is going to be an exploration ship, that's like a key piece of equipment to have. Alright. Jump out of our suit here. We can put things in our cargo hold because we can land at the HQ, so we do have some room to play with. Okay, I think we're good. Alright. So we will take off and fly back to Jemison and see what we need to do to establish that cargo link. And since it's in the system, we don't have to use fuel for the ship to travel back and forth to it. Oh, you can see the extractors.
Ship's good. Buckle up and let's go.
And then we'll also have to eventually establish a trade authority kiosk, which we can do via our mods.
Aim point reached.
And that'll give us the
stable.
ability to trade directly from the HQ to them and make tons of money, hopefully. Right. So let's get over to Jemison. And we want to go to Saunders M&T Co. HQ. We're also going to change that to SMT Co. HQ. Haven't been here in a while. Alright, so SMT Co HQ. Let's get operations rolling here. I feel like this is going to be quite the moneymaker. What kind of robot is that? Okay, so we want the engineering robot to stay. We don't need the logistics robots. Not here, at least. Alright, so let's see if we can build the cargo link. Yes. Alright. So we got our first cargo link. I've been waiting a long time to build this. This is going to be great. Alright. Let's make sure it's clear enough over there. Okay. Let's do this. No. Why are you screwing me over? Stop it. Oh, was somebody over there? Damn freaking alien bastard. Get out of here. You're interfering with an operation. Did he just die? I have to move this stupid thing now. Is he dead? Or is he sleeping? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Leave. You look like something out of a freaking Hunter S. Thompson novel. Alright. I love when that happens. Sarah, please move. You don't belong there. Thank you. Alright. Get this going. Cargo link. Ready to be linked. Oh, come on! Is that bastard back there again? Real quick. Alright. We got our cargo link. That looks accessible. Okay. How do we link it? Oh, we gotta use a terminal there, yeah. Right. Righto. Okay. Alright. So we want to link it to cargo link. Alright, we are linked to Zemka Mine A. I think the ship's going to be coming down on us. Hopefully not. This is the outgoing. That is the incoming. Link it to there. And here comes I think these are like independent cargo ships. All right. Know why the caution lights are on? Probably because they're landed. Okay. All right. So cargo ship is here. Let's go up to our control tower.
Nice to see you.
Hey, good to see you. We got our first ship in. First shipment's here. Awesome. Now it feels like a spaceport. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I don't know how frequently they're going to come, but we'll find out. Lynn's on the case, along with Heller. They got one hell of a promotion. Now they're in charge. I gotta get this thing going eventually. That I might have to bring in materials. I might have to set up a mine just to bring in materials to build those things. See if we have any materials already. Doesn't look like it. Unless they're going over here. Nope. They may still be in the cargo link, I don't know. It may take a while to get them established. Ah, logistics robot. We don't need you here. We have another assignment. In Death Do You Part. We can build up to 3 cargo links right now, so we can have more here. I don't know where the second and third one are going to fit, but let's see what we got in here. Do we have anything in here? We don't have anything here. Okay, so we have... Maybe we need to go back to Zamka and set that up too. So, and then eventually the outgoing will be the mining equipment that we build here. This will be a very efficient operation. Trust me on that. Alright, so let's launch and fly across the system to our mine.
Ready for
Make sure
takeoff
that's
in 3,
all set and ready to go.
1, go!
Hopefully we don't hit the incoming cargo ship.
Apogee kick complete.
So let's get to Zamka. Civilian outpost, landing area. First, let's put our spacesuit on. I really wish there was a better component for landing. Just because I feel like sometimes it doesn't make as much sense to put the suit on like several hours before I actually get there. That's fine. And we landed in the middle of a blizzard. That's fine. Zamka, mine A is over there. We'll drive over there. Might eventually establish a landing pad there, but honestly,
I'll try not to be a backseat
trying to
driver.
save space. And we're coming up on the perimeter of the mine now. That's good.
I have things for you.
And we'll just pull it over. Whoa, don't hit the forklift. Alright. And we'll go to the control pad here. And yeah, we have the outgoing copper, okay. Alright, so outgoing resources copper, okay. Oh, and the cargo ship has a limited capacity, okay. That's interesting. Alright, so maybe they're just not shipping it yet. Or I haven't established enough. But we'll let that cook for a while, and we'll just come in here and warm up a little bit with some tea. Yeah, we got to get more containers over here as well. Let's see what these are doing. Well, they're working their magic. I don't know their production rate, but... Oh, we could build a logistics robot. Can we do that now? Yes, we can build a logistics robot. Alright. So, let's build him up. This way, he'll help with production rates at the mine. Welcome back. He can also help defend it, I think. He's not a defensive robot, but he can do some work. Hey,
Got some
Simeon.
new orders for me?
Just keep on top of things here, and you'll see a nice hefty paycheck, believe you me. Alright. So yeah, we wanted to revisit which mission? Oh, we have a supply mission we can also do. Oh. That'll be very specific. Okay. What did we want to do? Over-designed. There we go. So we have to go to the Stroud-Eklund Star Yard. Also wanted to point out really quick, 2 things I did do and film in the Lost in-between episodes that I ended up canceling. We did end up going to visit the Opportunity rover on Mars, and we found the Opportunity snow globe. And that was quite interesting. We were on Gagarin. We ran into a member of the Trackers Alliance. This might have been the person who was calling us when we were in the residential district, way back on Atlantis, in the last episode. Anyway, apparently we got an offer to join the Trackers Alliance. We have to go meet somebody on Aquila. We got so many things and so many groups we're working for right now, and to be honest, the prospects of being a bounty hunter, we'll keep it tucked in our back pocket just in case, because you never know. We may want to do it later on to get some credits. I don't even know how many credits I have. Not many, so I do want to get some credits built up because I will need them for the link to the Trade Alliance there. So there's a lot. There's a lot on the table. A lot. We also need a med pack because taking good care of our body. All right. So let's get back out here. We'll get over to the ship, and we'll see what we need to do to get over to Stroud-Eklund. This guy's doing his job. Very good. Mining operation is underway, and Sarah is not wearing a spacesuit. Oh, she's wearing a spacesuit. Oh, I guess they fixed that glitch. That's good. Glad about that. Yeah, if you didn't give her a chance to put her spacesuit on or get out of the building before getting in the rover, she would jump in it without one and basically just be choking to death. Not choking to death, but she should be. She's not. She's doesn't need air. That's fine. I don't mind driving back and forth between the civilian outpost and the mine, just because I feel like if it's a remote outpost, it should be, harder to get to. We don't want to make everything with every luxury. That's not economically viable. Hence the reason why I didn't really build up much of a kitchen. We also got to complete the survey on this planet, so we may do that in the future. There's the abandoned mine over there. Check that out. I don't know. We'll be back here eventually. But for the time being, let's get back into the story.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Everything she picks up is usually just nutrients or some kind of biological thing. Which I guess is fine, but at the same time, I don't know. We're also going to throw on our corpo suit here. Just so we look our best for the company. Throw our pistola on here. Alright. Let's kick this pig. I don't even know where Stroud-Eklund Star Yard is.
Let's put this world into space.
Might be in the system. I think there's at least one Star Yard in this system. We'll have to go and find it.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
Well, it's space. Very peaceful. until, you know, it's not. Alright, there's a star station there. Should tell us where to go. Narion, alright. Gotta go to Narion. Alright, so we'll jump from Alpha Centauri to Narion. I don't know what's required.
No matter how many times we jump, it never gets old.
Right? Starship Turkana calling Stroud-Eklund Staryard. Come in, please.
You've arrived. Stroud-Eklund Staryard is here to serve you.
No, I'm actually here to serve you. Don't worry. If you need a, yeah, well, don't worry about it. You don't get paid enough to know why I'm here. It's really snouty. Alright. Dockulate. And we're in a Stroud-Eklund ship, so that's good
Docking
too.
site complete.
Alright, Sarah.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know.
Oh, thanks, Barrett. Alright, so we gotta put away a few more items of stuff. Isotropic coolant it is. Alright. And what do we have that can make Sarah seem a little bit more official? No offense, Sarah. Just, you know, we want to seem like we're in charge. Apparently nothing, so that's fine. She can wear what she's wearing. She's Sarah, damn it.
Been in the Vanguard a long time. The faces change, but bad guys are still bad guys, you know.
I forgot to mention we recruited, in addition to Simeon, Mora from Mars. He's Vanguard. I'm Vanguard. I saw him there. I was like, you know what? Come on, man. Go travel with stars together. We also helped him, and he seems pretty trustworthy. When we start doing more Vanguard stuff, it'll probably come in handy. I am in the wrong spot. It'll probably come in handy to have more Vanguard people on the ship. So there's that.
Perhaps something you might be interested in.
Alright, what is it?
Nice to see you again.
What you got for me?
I thought you'd never ask. Here,
A smelly leaf. Thank you.
we'll talk again.
Good day, Captain.
Vasco.
I'm Walter
Welcome
Stroud,
to Stroud-Eklund.
and on behalf of Stroud-Eklund,
Thank you.
in our new
I'm here to speak to somebody. I don't know who to talk to.
we are creating
I'll just go find him.
revolutionary new starships.
Everything's so new here.
This is the Staryard Walter can't stop talking about. I can certainly see why. It's a monumental operation.
This must be Walter's consultant friend. Please, come join us. We've been waiting for you.
Yes. How
Hi
are you?
there. Hello.
I'm here to speak to you about this new ship project.
You must be Walter's colleague.
Yes.
He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it. But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job.
Well, I'm going to give it my best shot. You have the resources of my company backing it up as well.
Well, I hope your enthusiasm counts for something. Anyway, let's get to it.
We shall see.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud-Eklund's next hit starship. But
Yes.
we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it.
Well, can you tell me a little bit more about the team?
Sure. I'm Jules, R&D project lead. Was the one making all the big decisions. I suppose I just coordinate now. You already heard from Frank. He's lead designer on the project, focused on the look and feel of the ships. There's Ella, another senior designer. She focuses on some of the more technical designs of ships. Went to school with Frank. Mike is our senior engineer, responsible for consulting on all the technical bits, the machinery, the computer systems, etc. And then there's Nev. She's here for marketing. It's her job to weigh in and sell this thing to consumers.
So, what exactly is so hard about choosing what kind of ship to build?
There are a lot of factors to consider. Who is our market and what do they want in a ship? Which components are we putting into it? How fast should it go? How much cargo capacity should it have? What color should it be? We need to decide every little detail.
Okay, that sounds good. I think I understand. I'm ready to proceed when you're ready.
Okay, good. So, before we can do anything, we need to resolve the budget issue. We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money.
Okay.
So we have 2 new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts.
Okay.
The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with?
Why can't you use the original budget you were given?
I'd love to, seriously. It would be a huge win for us if we came in under or at that budget. But none of the viable designs for this project can be made for that amount.
Okay.
I've already rejected that budget, so I have to go to the board regardless. And since you're now responsible for the major decisions, which budget proposal we go with falls on you.
Okay. What kind of cuts would we have to make for the sensible design budget?
It's more that we can only choose certain design elements at the expense of others. In other words, if we go with something in Mike's design, there's not enough money in the budget for what Ella wants. That's one of the reasons we haven't been able to agree on anything.
Okay. And what's wrong with the kitchen sink budget? Wouldn't everyone get what they want?
While it's true we'd be able to afford to put anything and everything into that design, it's just not practical, and the board will put more pressure on us to see that it succeeds. I worry that without constraints, my team will be disincentivized to focus this ship in any given direction. And they'll try to cram in everything but the kitchen sink, hence the name. Who knows what kind of monstrosity we'd create if we tried to incorporate all of our designs? And would something that expensive actually sell?
It's all really great points to be made here. I see benefits in a smaller budget, to be honest. But a larger budget may produce an end product ultimately that is more desirable. That's what I think. I don't know, it's hard to decide. Why don't you give me a few minutes to think about it? You don't want to pull the trigger on something without considering all the possibilities. Am I right, folks? Am I right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think Jules is expecting you to talk with her first.
Well...
This is going great! Just fantastic!
Perfect. Awesome. What about you? You got any 2 cents to put in?
I'm not the one you want, mate. That'd be Jules over there.
Okay. So you're the one to speak to about all the important decisions, I see. Drink coffee around here? This is gonna be really... I don't know why we decided on this.
Well, we're making progress now, I guess.
Yes.
We're all super glad you're here, right, everyone? Well, we are.
So have you been leading the R&D team for long?
It might surprise you to hear that no, I have not. This is actually the first project I've led for Stroud-Eklund. I recently graduated with a master's degree in engineering management. I'm actually kind of surprised they hired me, but I was at the top of my class, so maybe they didn't want to lose me to some other staryard. Anyway, I'm grateful for the chance to do good work here.
And as the project lead, what does that entail?
It means I'm responsible for making sure our projects are carried through to completion. I'm not the one calling all the shots per se, but I do need to ensure the people making those calls are empowered to do that within the limits the executive set for us.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start considering what we need for the ship.
Right. We were talking about the 2 budget proposals. A smaller one and a huge one. What are you thinking?
I feel like we can build whatever we want with a larger budget. Can you shut up over there,
Well,
please?
I do like the ships we're looking at.
As I was saying, I feel like we can build whatever we want with a larger budget. You know, and this is Stroud-Eklund, you know. We're not going to build some useless hunk of junk, right? We're going to build a very efficient and very practical starship. So let's go with the kitchen sink proposal. I like that.
I was afraid you'd say that. Look, I'm the one who has to go to the board with this proposal, so before I can convince them this is going to be worth it, you're going to need to convince me.
I mean, we need to go big or go home. I know how we can sell this idea to the board.
Well, I'm all ears because it's going to take a miracle to convince them.
Well, if I know Walter, he just wants this done. He doesn't care about the cost.
You know, as 50% of the Stroud-Eklund name, that might be enough.
I knew you were a reasonable person.
I try to be.
I know you're a brilliant leader because you listen to others' ideas.
A smart leader knows when some ideas just aren't worth pursuing. Look, I know you're confident with this budget, but I know there's no way I can get it past the board, so if you want it, you're going to need to figure out how to get it done yourself.
I'll think of something and get back to you when I do.
All right. I don't know how you're going to do it unless you somehow have the authority to approve the kitchen sink budget in the computer yourself, but whatever. Just don't keep us waiting too long, okay?
Okay. Okay, so they approved 82,000 for that. 100,000. Oh, okay. They canceled something that was really expensive. Castrol. Okay. Interesting. Parts back order. That might be why this is so expensive. I wonder if there's a way to resolve that. Huh. Interesting. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, don't mind me. Hey, Jules.
Well, we're making progress now, I guess.
Let's talk about the ship.
Okay, but if you want to go with the larger budget proposal, then you need to find the money somehow.
Actually, I don't. I got the budget adjusted for us. Shouldn't be an issue now.
Wow, how'd you... You know what? I'm not even going to ask right now. Being friends with Mr. Stroud has its advantages, I guess.
Yep.
I'm just happy we can move on.
Yep.
Well, that was a lovely thing you did for the R&D team. Sometimes it's worth taking risks to let the dreamers have their dreams.
That's the way I'm
Great.
thinking about
That's
it.
one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on.
Good.
Next, we need to gather some market data.
Okay.
The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions.
Okay. Sounds good. Just tell me what I need to do.
Great! Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would. We'll collect the data when you return. If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In the meantime, you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there.
Thank you. Alright, team. I'm in charge now. Give me your spiel, Frankie.
You know, I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years. So, you must have really impressed Walter for him to give you this project. Or maybe it's a bit of nepotism. Never mind that. Perhaps he sees in you what he sees in me.
Well, I know you wish I wasn't here to give you feedback, so let's just get this over with.
I did not say that. And yet, if we must play by corporate rules, perhaps my ideas will appeal to you more than my colleagues. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. Every feature designed for comfort and peace of mind. High-end performance, precision engineering, a spacecraft for those who wish to be seen. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market.
If we're sinking all this money into it, that's the perfect kind of ship. Sounded like a while back Walter actually expressed interest in this. You know, competing with the Trident lines and all that. I mean, you're definitely onto something, but I think you need to define your pitch a little better.
I think I understand what you mean. It is not enough to say it's a high-end luxury ship. Who is flying this ship? Where do they go? What is their story? And why do they crave such attention? Oh, thank you. I will think on this and improve on my proposal.
Okay. Well, what was that about wanting to sell the ship to celebrities? Why is that so important?
2 words. Conspicuous consumption. Are you familiar with this concept?
I'm not really sure what that is.
Of course not. It's when someone buys something expensive, mostly because it is expensive in an effort to show off their wealth to others.
I see.
So, if we target what the wealthy elite and celebrities want, and sell the ship at a premium, they will buy it, and others will follow in order to be trendy. Imagine a star like Borealis is seen getting out of one of our luxury ships. Everyone is going to want one, so they too can feel like a celebrity.
I mean, what's going on, Frank? Why are you so defensive about your design?
Because I am the lead designer on the project. It is literally my job to design it. It is frustrating because I keep getting pushback, and Jules has this idea that we will make a better product by designing it all together. Since everyone has equal say, it led us to a standstill. It was much easier before.
Well, why work here if you seem so unhappy with the way things are?
Just because I do not like how corporate we have become doesn't mean I don't like getting paid. Besides, with every successful ship I design, I believe I can influence the company to shift away from typical corporate bullshit and back to taking risks by pursuing art and innovation. Then again, here we are.
Okay, alright. Well, let's ruminate on that for a while.
Later.
I'm actually kind of amazed we finalized the budget. That was relatively painless.
Yep. Pretty easy, huh? Okay. Alright, Nev. Give it to me.
Hi. Need something?
Yes. I'm supposed to talk to you about your ship design proposal and give feedback.
Oh. You really want to hear my ideas? I mean, I have an idea, but it's not that great. I'm not even a designer or anything. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious like our Adonis pleasure yacht. Something marketed more towards families. Something Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation. You probably think that's stupid, right?
I mean, what would it take to design a ship like that?
I haven't thought of all the details, but I'd imagine lots of passenger space would be a top priority.
Okay.
A mid-sized ship with enough room for one, or maybe even 2 or 3 families to spread out and relax. I don't think it'd need any fancy weapons or scientific equipment, so it should be pretty affordable. Families don't want to spend a fortune, so keeping the cost low will help guarantee plenty of sales.
I mean, do you really think that kind of ship is in demand?
I used to go off-world camping with my family when I was a kid. The other families we met always complained their ships weren't quite adequate for family vacations. They never had enough room, and the kids would always fight. I've done some market research, and no ship manufacturer seems to be making ships for things like this. Which means even if the demand is low, we can fill this niche and still sell a lot.
I have to admit, a recreational ship seems like a great idea. It's unique and fun. But if I'm being honest, it's not really my sort of thing. I don't know how we'll sell it.
Well, you listened to my idea more than the others did, so I'll take it as a good sign. Thanks.
You're welcome. So what's it like to do marketing for a ship manufacturer like this?
It's interesting. I'm new, and I've never done anything like this before coming here. Marketing for ships, specifically, that is. There are so many things to think of for different demographics, like style, features, cost, and all that. And
Sure.
you also need to think about offensive and defensive capabilities, because space is dangerous, and people need to feel like the ship they're buying is safe.
Right. Exactly. And you mentioned you were new. What did you do before this?
Yeah, I've only been here for a few months. I did a little marketing for Chunks before this, but it was really more of an internship. Ships are totally different than that. I applied for the job here on a whim because I thought it'd be fun. I never expected to be hired.
I gotcha. Do you like working here?
So far I do. But, just between you and me, I feel like I'm in a little over my head. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. But my bosses really seem to like my work, so I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm doing something right. I still feel weird pitching ideas to people who have been at this for so much longer than I have.
Don't worry about it. You're doing something right. They hired you in the first place, and you're still here. So, keep up the good work.
Catch you around.
That data from your ship is going to be critical to our design process. Assuming you can handle the missions.
Alright, Ella, hey, give me it.
So, you're Walter's friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but there's always next time. Regardless, I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships?
I've done a little work on starships, mostly my own.
Good. We were worried you knew nothing, and this would be a complete disaster. As long as you are willing to listen to us, we may still avoid that outcome. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback on our design proposals. Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine?
Sure. Well, first, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
I'm the most senior designer on this project, for one. Despite all the acclaim he gets, I actually referred Frank to his current design position. He and I were in the same design program when we went to get our degrees back in uni. We support each other as friends as much as possible. Even when we disagree. I love my job here. But I dream one day of working for a small startup or running my own design firm so I can work on custom ships instead of mass-produced products.
I can totally understand that. So that being said, please, tell me what sort of ship you have in mind.
Of course. But first, let me ask you this. What pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current starship market?
Commercial salvagers?
No, but interesting. I've never considered that. I should add that idea to my backlog. My idea is a little less conventional. I believe we should invest in making a dedicated exploration ship, marketed towards citizen scientists.
Ooh.
Sure. We and other manufacturers have lines of exploration ships, but none built with the average consumer in mind. It's my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration, fueled by ordinary people like you and me.
How would I design a ship like that?
I'd start with a small ship profile. It won't need much storage or passenger capacity. Then, of course, you would want an advanced grav drive to reach deep space and plenty of energy for extended flights. In order to keep costs down, it likely doesn't need expensive weapon systems or defensive measures. It won't need those where it's going. And of course, high-end scanners and other scientific equipment is a must.
I mean, honestly, I'm sold. That sounds like a great idea.
Thanks. Let me tell you, we would not regret going with my idea. This is a chance to do something that will truly inspire future generations.
So what do you think of this company?
Why do I feel like answering this could be a trap coming from someone who was sent here by Walter to step in and take over our project? It's not like I have anything to hide. I used to think working for a super wealthy corporation would be terrible, but honestly, it's pretty great. They've been good to me, and the stability is way better than any startup. I've had opportunities I wouldn't have anywhere else, so yeah, pretty great.
Good. And what exactly does your job here entail?
Well, as a senior designer, I'm trusted to work on some pretty important features on these ships. Most of my work is on the technical features, designing them to be more user-friendly. Computer systems like navigation, targeting, you name it. It may not be as glamorous as what Frank does, but without me, these ships would be almost impossible for the average consumer to actually use.
I see. Okay. Alright, let's put a big pin in that, and we'll circle back around to you later.
Okay, yeah. Bye.
That data from your ship is going to be critical to our design process.
I understand.
Assuming you can handle the missions.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. Alright, Mikey.
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. Then again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here.
Sounds like you already have an issue with me.
Well, quite the opposite, actually. See, I don't care who makes the decision, so long as someone does it. And said proposal doesn't make me regret getting into engineering. You get me? Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible. It's simple, no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side.
Well, as an engineer myself, say no more. I get it.
Of course you do. Because you've been in my shoes and you know it's the only sensible way to go with a project like this. So I'm thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk. Nothing fancy, no frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my cousin's little moppet could fly it.
Seems simple enough. Any other design considerations?
Our objective should be to build a huge ship with plenty of cargo room while keeping the costs low. Doesn't need fancy equipment, just the basics. Basic weapons, basic defenses, basic scanners. You get the idea. If we go with a design like that, I can focus on quality construction, and the ship will practically sell itself.
I just think maybe you can make your pitch a little more exciting.
Yes. Of course. Zhuzh it up, just enough to disappoint me even more when we ultimately end up choosing something ridiculous. Thanks.
So you're kind of like the lead engineer here, I take it.
Yep, that's me, innit? Been here since the start of the company. Done engineering for going on 30 years total. Though I keep telling them, it's senior, not lead engineer. I've got no interest in being lead. Too much management. Not enough tactile work. And yet here I am. Resigned to my fate on the R&D team.
Yeah, alright. I mean, you don't like being involved in research and development? Sounds like fun.
Nope. Not really. I like to think I don't have the ego for it. I've got nothing to prove, and I don't rightly care to make my mark on the industry. All I want to do is build the best damn starships I can, not get bogged down with all the excess particulars. But upper management loves the work I do. They wouldn't let me say no to this. I guess they needed someone to keep everyone's heads out of the clouds, so here I am.
All right. What do you think of this company, by the way?
I assume you mean the company and not the people. Because even if I didn't already think so, I'd tell you that both Walter and Issa are great. The company's still kind of young as far as Staryards go, but it seems to be going in the right direction, despite what it may look like. I've been doing this for a while at other Staryards, and so far, we're avoiding a lot of the mistakes some of the older corps have made.
Well, it's good to hear. All right. Well, let me go talk to Elsa, and we'll deal with this.
Right. Take care.
We're all super glad you're here,
Jules,
right,
I'm sorry.
everyone?
I got your name wrong.
Well, I'm actually kind of amazed we finalized the budget. That was relatively painless.
I know. I can give you some feedback on your design proposal if you'd like.
Oh, yes, I actually do have a proposal. I wasn't really expecting you to give me feedback, but why not, I guess. I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market. Bounty hunting and mercenary work are both big these days, especially among the hard-blooded free stars.
I mean, is there really a lot of demand for starfighters in the consumer market?
I'm glad you brought that up. No, and yes, there's a lot of work out there that requires a capable fighting ship. But the real success comes from UC military contracts, which we would hope to attract by building a higher-end version of this ship platform for them.
I mean, maybe you should work on it a little bit. Not so sure a consumer starfighter is the way to go.
You could be right. There's got to be a better way to pitch the idea. I'll give it some more thought. Thanks.
All right. Let me go take care of these missions, and I'll come back with the data as soon as I can.
We'll chat again soon, okay?
Absolutely.
Hope you have... Good stay.
Oakley dokley. What do we have to do here? Passenger mission and a bounty mission. Yeah, we'll go with the scientist. All right, so.
Never mind. Sorry. Thinking of something else. Yes, Captain.
All right, we have to transport 2 scientists to Vol 2. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. Yeah, we'll bring these people over there and see what bounty missions we can pick up. We gotta do 1 bounty mission and a transport mission. There are only 2 transport missions on the board, so we'll have to find a bounty
Ship
mission.
separated. Engaging drive.
Copy that. Science depot here, alright.
Landing strap primed. Retros firing.
Very well. to go pick them up. I don't know what we need to do.
Hope the Black Sea is treating you all right.
Thank you.
We made it.
Yes, we are here.
Happy to be back on solid ground.
Yep. Alright, let's throw our spacesuit on, drop these people off quick, and see what else we can do.
Some life forms don't need spacesuits, so keep your eyes open.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Alright, good luck to you.
Hi there.
Hello. Wonder what this one is. And nothing too great. Alright. Drop the scientists off. Oakley dokley. So what else do we have to do? We have to do a bounty for someone. Yeah, I think I might have a bounty mission already in my log. This transport mission was fairly simple. Honestly, that might be a good way to make some money on the side.
Orbital insertion complete. You may now
Autonomous staryard. Bounty, bounty, bounty. We do have a bounty mission. Crimson Fleet right out of Denham. Okay. I don't know how far away that is. Oh, we do have a ship here. Go fly over to that real quick. It's good to be back exploring. Space Scavenger, Leota. That's a big ship.
Come any closer and we'll tear you apart. This is spacer territory.
I gotcha. That's an M-class ship, I think. If it's that big. Alright, I don't want to mess with it. We'll just travel over here. That's fine. What's exploding around here? This is weird. I always run into these areas and then there's nothing here. And it's like, okay, well, what do you got for me? Something exploding? That's fine. Alright, well, we have a Crimson Fleet ship in Denham. Why don't we warp out of here and go there? Deal with it. Oh, it was a Starfield. I couldn't see it.
I will get tired of that.
Sanctum Universal Pilgrims.
We'd love to talk.
Yeah, sure, what's up?
I'm making another run out of New Atlantis, taking Universals out in the stars. To get closer to God and to appreciate the galaxy and all its majesty.
Okay. Well, what's involved with your pilgrimage?
We grav jumped to a few different systems. We're lucky to have some pilgrims who have never been off-world. Seeing so many marvels can be a life-changing experience.
I bet. Well, it's nice to encounter someone peaceful.
Space travel is dangerous, but fortunately, most ships don't engage us. Whether it's respect for our religious beliefs or the fact that we carry only passengers, I don't know. Have you ever felt something spiritual while traveling the stars? I've jumped dozens of times, and I still don't know I've had the revelation that Keeper Aquilus describes. But I'll keep jumping.
It's hard not to feel something profound when you're traveling the stars, am I right?
I completely agree. It was a pleasure talking with you. We have to be going. But I hope God watches over you out there in the stars.
Same for you. Yeah, I do like those friendly encounters. Okay. Now we have an unfriendly encounter. That's fine. Locate and destroy the Crimson Fleet right. Okay. See if we can take this ship. Play-Doh. Big ship. See, I'm gonna have a problem with some of these ships. Alright. I'll search the wreckage. Would have been nice to capture it. Seemed like a pretty big ship. I'll take the Taos. Don't really need anything else. Search those ghosts there. Ah, ship parts. Always take ship parts. Always useful. Ooh, some credits. Perfect. Alright. Okay, I think we did everything that we needed to do. That being said, we need to head back to Narion and deliver this data. And eventually we will have to maybe engage this. And I'm thinking we'll do that officially as members of the Vanguard. Get more into that later, but basically I have a contract now with Deimos to build military ships. So I can commission a new UC Navy ship. We'll be doing that eventually. Alright, so we're good. So yeah, we have to go back to Narion. Didn't really take any damage there, that's good. Alright, let's punch it out of here.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
Yep. This is the Turkana calling Stroud-Eklund staryard.
If you're looking for the cutting edge of starship design, you've arrived. Welcome to Stroud-Eklund.
So what ship design am I leaning towards? I'm really leaning towards an exploration ship or a luxury ship. And that's because the luxury ship I know will make us money. The exploration ship will help in Constellation's mission, ultimately. Not for Constellation, but other groups doing the work. And I don't know, maybe we can figure out more about these artifacts that way.
Nice work.
Thank you. Alright. Get up, stand up. And we'll get over there. Throw our Corpo suit back on. Oop, lose the hat. Especially another designer's hat. Defunct it may be, but yeah, you don't wanna do that. It's also half the reason I didn't change my ship to something else to come here. Figured show up in a Stroud-Eklund ship.
Captain.
Sends a good message to them.
I can't decide which model to get.
Get them all. Why not?
Hope you have a good stay.
Hey, Elsa. I mean, Jules.
Well, we're making progress now, I guess.
I did all the market research for you, and I'm ready for the next step.
It's an excellent design, Jules. A ship like that is quite versatile and suited to tackle all sorts of different missions. Well done.
So you managed to complete a couple different missions. This will give us lots of data to support building a ship that can tackle a variety of scenarios.
Yes.
Of course, if we build a ship like that, we may need the kitchen sink budget, but we'll see. Thanks for your help. Now we just need to solve our interpersonal issues so we can agree on a design. Easy, right?
Don't worry. I'll make sure everyone gets along just nice.
You seem awfully confident for someone who doesn't know how long we've been dealing with this. I've tried everything I can think of besides some sort of hokey team building exercise. So, what do you think you can do differently?
Well, what have you tried so far?
Okay, for real. It's mostly been just a bunch of arguing. First, we tried a group brainstorming session, and that went about as well as you can imagine. We tried individual designs, but that backfired. We've had meetings focused on individual aspects of the ship, and that just prolonged the process. I could have put my foot down and made a decision, but then I'd be giving up on my idea that collaboration will build us the best ship. That, and I don't want anyone to resign because of me.
Well, let's try team building. Maybe group meditation to calm everyone so they can work together?
You know what? Why not? I'll try anything at this point. Stranger things have happened. And since you mentioned the idea, I think you should be the one to lead us in the guided meditation. Just feed us a steady stream of whatever positive affirmations you've got. I don't know if it will solve the design conflicts, but maybe it'll get everyone working with each other again. And I'll take what I can get, even if it leads to a more ridiculous design. So, you're sure about this?
Yeah, why not? Let's try it.
Okay, this should be interesting since I doubt any of us know what we're doing with this. Okay, everyone, listen up. Our new friend offered to lead us in a group meditation session as a sort of team-building exercise.
Yep.
Everyone take a deep breath, try to relax, and we'll get started momentarily. Listen to what she says and repeat her affirmations.
Alright, just go on. We are stronger and better together.
Teamwork.
Stronger and better
Teamwork.
together.
Good, I
Together.
guess.
Maybe they should. Right, Frank? Don't think I didn't see you. Come on, everyone. Can't you at least put in the same effort I am?
My brilliance and creativity will help guide us to our goal.
My brilliance and creativity
help guide us to our goal.
To our goal.
I trust in my teammates, and they can trust me.
I trust in my teammates
and they trust
me.
I believe in myself and my ability to do my job well.
I believe in myself
and my ability to do my job well.
Myself and my ability to do my job well.
We will get this project back on track, and nothing can stop us from success.
We will get this project back on track, and nothing can stop us from success.
Okay, I think that's enough of that. Thank you for leading us.
You're welcome.
I hope that was somewhat relaxing, at least.
Yeah, it was, kinda.
It was fine. I'm good to go over here.
You know what? I'll do whatever anyone wants, so long as I never have to go through something like that again.
Okay, everyone. I think that's it. Let's get back to work.
All right.
This is going great. Just fantastic.
Now that we've unblocked ourselves, tell me about the ship we're making.
Based on the decisions you made, well, I'm not quite sure what kind of ship we're going to end up with, but it should be capable in a variety of situations. It sure will have a lot of stuff to it.
Can you go into more detail about that?
This ship's going to be big, and it's going to have the best components available. I'm sure it'll be very capable of handling any situation thrown at it. This thing is going to be a beast, and I don't know how we're going to make it look halfway presentable. My only other concern comes down to the sticker price and how we're going to actually sell such a monstrosity. But that's marketing's problem now. Poor Nev.
And do you think your team will run into this issue again?
I hope not, but it's possible. If the ship sells well enough, the board will have no problem increasing the budget next time. The data you gathered for us will last a while too. And I think I picked up some useful techniques from you to help us work together better.
That's good. Oh, let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Now that we've addressed all our issues, we can move forward, finalize the design, and get this into production pretty quickly. If you could do us a favor and let Walter know that we're back on track, I'm sure he'll be thrilled. Thanks for your help.
You got it. Alright, come on, Sarah. Okay. Got all that cleared up. I have no idea what kind of ship they're gonna build. I really don't. It's gonna be crazy, probably. But we'll get back to Jemison, get back to the lodge, and talk to Walter, and hopefully he's happy with the decisions we've made.
No longer docked. We're free.
I mean, I do believe I tried to tell him that I don't really have the knowledge to do this. I mean, again, I've engineered my own ship a little bit, but other than slapping cargo containers on the side, I don't know what else we could do. Alright, so let's get back to the lodge and see just how pissed off Walter's gonna be.
It's good to be home.
Yep, it's very nice. Oh, there he is.
I'm
Hey, Walter.
expecting... At this point, I don't care what you have to do to get that project back on track. Within reason.
Well, I managed to get your new ship project back on track, so you're okay in that department.
Good to hear. I figured as much. See, I just finished looking over the final design they sent over before you arrived. I've got to say, it's certainly interesting. They managed to cram just about everything they could into it. Honestly, I don't think it ever occurred to me to do something like that. I'll be honest with you. This is the most expensive ship we've ever made. But I'm confident we can set a price point to make it work. I'll be happy to make it my new personal ship. Additionally, I want you to have one of the first off the assembly line.
Oh, wow.
For all of your hard work. Feel free to pick it up at the Staryard. Thanks again.
Thanks, Walter. Alright. We got a new ship waiting for us. I can't wait to see what this thing turned out to be. Alright, folks. well, that's definitely going to do it for me on this one. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. I am Knee High Caliber, and you've been watching Knee High Caliber Plays Starfield. And I'll catch you on the next one, folks. Take care.